That I forgot about.
But at this point, you could have probably printed like 1,000 supply out of nowhere.
And this is the round where I think I threw an experimentation with the melting point and sandworm, just to get rid of that one scorpion.
Okay, well, we will see. Something to think about, your opponent as of yet has not shielded or put anything in front of their right tower. So what you could do to like gain an edge is just put a Stormcaller on the line, have it shoot its missiles on the tower directly from the line, and then about like 5 seconds or so in the round, you already get a complete and full debuff that you can use and just, you know, obliterate. Melting Point, in theory, in my opinion, is a good counter. In practice, the answer is whoever wins the chaff war wins that duel. And since you're winning the chaff war, I kinda think that you have a good shot at it. But I don't think it's necessary. Then again, Acid is out. Acid is really terrifying, I think, because it can melt your war factories regardless of level on approach.
Yeah, you'll see that in just a second, literally.
Yeah. The Scorpion has hit level 8. I repeat, the Scorpion has hit level 8 and it's quad-tagged. It's got 240 meters range. It spits acid and it doesn't care. Well, that is a war factory that just got annihilated. And there's the big boy. Yeah, it hasn't been hit by any shots, and it's already down like a quarter of its health, and oi, there goes a lot more damage here. Yeah, it basically has only been grazed, and it's already kinda gone. Never mind, it's gone. Ouchies. Acid. Phoenixes are kinda able to deal with the Raiden, although these Phoenixes definitely... oh, they do have range. Why did they get too close, or is that just a matter of perspective? Alright. Now, in a range war with no other modification, basically, a siege mode siege range Acid Scorpion should kinda always have an edge upon against a Melter. Even if the Melter has EMP missiles, the EMP missiles have a range of 180 meters, and the Scorpion can shoot from 60 more than that. So if that thing starts shooting big acid at the Melter, unless the Melter is like severely out-leveling it, it doesn't really matter. Alright, we've hit the counter button. We add more War Factory. Those are quad-tagged now, and have photon emission. That's gonna protect them, but also only them against the acid. I see you redid that War Factory a bunch of times. Ah, okay. You wanted to spawn 2 level 1s instead of 1 level 2.
Yes, because I figured I'd rather have more units out from the unit production rather than having one more elite on this specific instance.
Yeah. You should also always get in the habit of leveling the unit that has the enhancement module, and if you want it on something else, just sell that unit and put it on something else.
Oh, you get sold items back? Or like if you sell a squad, you get the item back?
If you sell, you get the item back. Didn't know that?
I did not.
What? Items cannot be...
That's what I get for not playing the tutorial.
Items can't be transferred while they are on a unit, but you can always sell the unit and then get the item back. And you will also always, at least in 1v1 and 2v2, get back the full style value of that unit. Potentially add on top of that whatever cash you generated by having the enhancement module. Now, even with Photon, that War Factory on the right is not having a pretty day. Not at all. I just love how there's a level 2 fortress that could technically just be sold and reinvested because it doesn't really do a whole lot. And as I say that, I'm noticing just how much this thing is tanking, especially against the Raiden that's on that side that could easily destroy everything. Now, we have a veritable army of phoenixes on that side. The question is, what will they do? I also love how this hacker has gotten so much value, kinda. If only to hack like the leveled steel balls if it were possible. It's kinda not working all that great, but it is stopping the war factories and like consuming their shots. Alright, the melter has locked onto the big scorpion, but is it gonna be enough? No. Oh boy, we're in trouble. And I think that can be level 9 on that scorpion. Please tell me we have a level 9 scorpion. Oh, you skipped. Okay. I guess in order to make efficient giant manufacturing worth it, you would have to spawn at least 3 more war factories. And where do you even put them?
In the back. To capitalize on their unit production.
Absolutely makes sense. There was a strategy, and especially in 2v2, where you basically just build production war factories and you mobile beacon them off map.
You might have seen on this one, like I sell my war factory and then I move it back further.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, I remembered my intensive training this time also.
Ooh. So the war factories now also have armor. Might as well go for the full zoo factory with all the building units. And yes, here it is. Level 9 scorpions. 250,000 health and quad tech. This is a legitimately scary unit that warrants a melter. Like, completely. Fully. Entirely. Also, I have noticed that we didn't shield yet, and the opponent has a smoke, and time is running out. Please tell me you have 100 APM and photon shields with all of it? Oh no. Oh no. Well, the opponent has added a second fortress, and his fortresses have now triple tech as well. So, there's a barrier of just you don't get any range. But we kinda seem to be somewhat winning-ish. It's simply that we have so many phoenixes that can do stuff. And we do also seem to win the other side now. Yeah, I think this is when the zoo factory just hits its full potential and there's just enough. So that they can start just gunning everything down because they start having levels. And by the way, I don't know if you know this, but if not, this is your PSA for the evening. If you spawn a unit and you buy that unit as well and put it down on the board and give it techs, those techs also get applied to all the units you spawn. So you
I knew that, but I decided...
Okay.
But I decided, you know what, no, we ball. Guess what I do next round? Guess what I do next round? Come on, guess. Also,
okay,
that scorpion got ganked by a bunch of steel balls. That made me feel happy.
Yeah. Steel balls can be very good against Siege Scorpion in the late fights like that, but for steel balls to survive, you kinda sorta need that. So we have Farseers on one side and Tarantula on the other side. And with the health this way, on round 13, chances are it's gonna be over. Well, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 war factories. One of them could be level 2, the other one is level 4, and they have 5 techs. I don't think we have the money in this.
You can see me repositioning and selling in the back.
You what? I'm sorry.
You'll see me reposition and sell in a bit.
Ah, I saw you kind of reverted things. And here's the Hexa-Tech war factory. That is what I like to see. Keep sending replays like that.
Big war factory energy.
Big War Factory energy. What just boggles my mind is that you dropped War Factory to counter big Scorpion energy. That makes no sense. The opponent has invested no less than 3 techs into a single level 3 melter, and that melter is supposed to, you know, fix everything. Even though we already have all the long-range firepower against ground units that we need. Or is that thing supposed to deal with the rain? I mean, we have some phoenixes here with triple tech now. And the opponent really likes to triple tech things, right? Fortresses, triple tech. Phoenixes, triple tech. Melter, triple tech. Something else? I think that's it. But 3 units with triple tech here.
You forgot the Scorpion.
Yeah, that has quad tech.
I guess that is true.
But you are just overwhelming the opponent with pure spam. By any chance, do you like to play Zerg?
Well, you know me, I'm a human supremacist. I only play Terran.
Yeah, I absolutely understand that and I applaud it. Now with this amount of firepower, even that level 9 Scorpion is not going to last for long. It could not even shoot all of these steel balls down as quickly as they're getting spawned. And it just gets lasered out of the game, and it's an overwhelming amount of everything. And even if the opponent kills a lot of stuff, there's a literal like full-blown army platoon of mechanized units in the back in the form of all the sledges. Oh, wow. And until the very end, the opponent could have been storm sniped. Just like that. Ah. Wow. Is all I'm gonna say. Wow.
And keep in mind, I think this is like my 4th or 5th game. So I'm still picking up and learning. I really need to get in the habit of using my intensive training.
Oh yeah. I also forgot the spells so very often at the start. It is just a learning curve, just something that you need to notice, because when you're playing the game, you're more focused on these are the units. I need to play the units. I need to position the units. I need to buy techs and upgrades and levels and everything. And you kind of don't think about these buttons that you have on the left. And I also kept forgetting spells and items. And it's just, you need to get in the habit of it, of just remembering that sort of stuff, and every now and then I think I'm still forgetting something. It is painful when you see yourself forgetting a spell. Alright, well that's gonna do it for this replay. Big War Factory versus Big Scorpions. How can this replay title be anything less than Hexa-Tech War Factory versus Quad-Tech Scorpions?
You could just title it Big War Factory Energy.
I mean, that would equally be true, but sounds less epic. Alright. That was very enjoyable. I think I accidentally made my microphone a bit louder there on the actual, whatever, keypad of the microphone.
Don't worry, we'll patch that out in editing.
Yeah. Well, that was a great one. Very good.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being here, and keep sending that kind of replay, because that's awesome.
Alright, I'll see you around for now then.
Bye then.